this supposed to be? Well, it's basically a spin-off from my traditional retrospective series where instead of talking about one band exclusively, I talk about 5. Now, why am I not doing regular retrospective episodes on them? Well, if my ambush video was anything to go off of, you guys don't give a shit about the discography of lesser-known bands. So, instead of doing full episodes, I'm just going to send these 5 bands your way and recommend you listen to them at your leisure. So, without further ado, let's get right on into the first band.
With nothing more to say, here comes the rain, the never-ending flood. With all burning hope inside you, no need to be afraid. Here comes the rain.
It's as if this band knew what they would become. Hailing from Stockholm, Sweden, Work of Art take that classic 80s AOR sound into the modern age. With synths aplenty and enough soaring courses to supply 50 bands, these guys are basically what happens when the 1986 Transformers movie bifurcates into its own band. Now, bear with me, because I'm going to do something to try and prove my point.
Don't ever stop dreaming, better take it and run, 'cause I see it in your eyes. We gotta be braver and shine like the sun when everything gets dark. Just be the belief.
Still not convinced? On their latest album Exhibits, Vince DiCola has a guest spot on the rocking song This Isn't Love. For those of you unacquainted with the Transformers franchise, Vince DiCola is the man behind the instrumentals on the 1986 Transformers movie. So, if you like that, you have excellent taste in music, and you're also a future fan of Work of Art. I would recommend starting with said latest album, as it has a few more rockers than their previous records, which is pretty hypocritical on my end because my favorite song off the record is the ballad Another Night.
Love's the only way. Another night when you're not here beside me. Another night driving me insane. Another night when you're not here to guide me.
Work of Art. Listen to 'em or lick me.
We are runaways, just like vagabonds, wandering all the ways that led. 'Cause we are runaways, just like vagabonds, wandering.
If there was any justice on this gay earth, Eclipse's music would be played on the same level as CanCon. And if you don't know what CanCon is, congratulations on actually having good radio stations. Hailing also from Sweden, hell at this point my show should just be called Swedish Central, this band forgoes the synth symphony of Work of Art and replaces it with badass rock. But just like their kinship, when that chorus kicks in, guaranteed it's gonna be lodged into your forebrain from now till next fucking fall.
He tried to twin lies, but Armageddon lies. Don't ever compromise, but fall into the light. And ride like a hurricane. Ride, never ever look back. Ride like a...
I would like to take this time to apologize if upon listening to this band it makes it hard to concentrate on literally anything else. I would recommend starting off with some of their newer albums, as a lot of their older stuff is just them trying to find their sound. Momentum, Paradigm, Armageddonize, which for me personally is their best top to bottom badass record, the best track being the bombastic Blood Enemies. If for some reason you don't find me obnoxious and want to hang out sometime, you're gonna have to listen to Eclipse before we do that, buddy.
Stand up and fight, stand up and let into the light. Pushing the clouds away, stand up and fight, stand up and seize us.
Now, I don't listen to Viking metal as a rule because it's not so much a music genre as it is a bunch of wannabe Viking experts waxing nostalgically about the time period. Oh man, it'd be so badass to be a Viking, drinking mead and bedding maidens. Yeah, nice dream to have, virgin. But Turisas, while they do have Viking imagery power injected into their power metal, they're more concerned with battle imagery than Battle Axes, with ferocious vocals and riffs that blend with a symphonic backdrop that just makes you want to slap on a horn helmet and charge headfirst into an oncoming horde of enemies. And yes, I know Vikings didn't wear horn helmets, get ripped with one history, pleb. Recommended starting place would have to be at the start, with the album Battle Metal and the song Battle Metal. Turisas, music to behead Saxons to.
It's just for you. I'm saving up. I'm saving up. I'm saving up. Saving up. Saving up. Saving up. Saving up for a lane of I'm saving up.
If you guys got a kick out of my System of a Down retrospective and want similar bands to listen to, well then boys, girls, gender nonconformitives, allow me to introduce you to Freak Kitchen. Another, wait for it, Swedish import, but this time with a little bit more creativity thrown in, while maintaining that STD catchiness that these Swedish bands seem to have in abundance. Going strong since the 90s, you'll have a wealth of kick-ass records to listen to, with laughable lyrics and wild guitar wankery provided by the incredibly talented Matthias Eklund. I'd recommend starting with the album Move though, as it to me is the best blending of crazy and catchy. The best track being the badass rocker, Nobody's Laughing.
Some of us are not amused. Nobody's laughing here. Nobody's laughing. Nobody's laughing here.
Freak Kitchen. I wish you all luck trying to laugh and headbang at the exact same time. The last band I'm going to send your guys' way is one of the most underrated thrash bands of all time. Oh sure, you can talk about Testament, Exodus, hell, even Anthrax are treated like the special needs kid the football players rally around. But as much as I love those acts, Nuclear Assault is just that much better. Sticking with the get in and get the fuck out style of thrash that I know and love so well, while rarely serving you up a long, boring epic. I mean, the only song I can think of that does that is Brain Death off of Game Over. Meanwhile, Exodus is pounding you over the head with 7+ minute tracks on both parts of the Atrocity exhibition. Those aren't albums, they're fucking life choices. But you're not gonna find that with Nuclear Assault. This band even has the high honor of penning one of my all-time favorite songs coming off of the criminally underrated Something Wicked, Chaos. But I recommend starting off with Game Over and letting your ears be the deciding factor. Well, that does it for the first episode of Winfield Recommends. I hope to make this a series alongside my retrospectives. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comments. I thank you very much for sitting with me, and until next time, I'm Liam Winfield. Keep on rocking.